Okay, so let's have a look at this question that we've got written on the board here. So the question has asked us to solve the following quadratic equation. Now, the first thing you should realise is why it's a quadratic. And the reason why it's a quadratic equation is because the highest power in x is 2. So we have a 2x squared, we have a 3x, and that's actually a power of 1. But we don't normally write that in. And then we have a constant term, and it is equal to 0. Now, there's lots of different ways which you can solve a quadratic equation. You can factorise it, you can complete the square, or you can use the quadratic formula, and that's what we're going to use today. So the quadratic formula tells us that a quadratic equation of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0, the solution to it is given by x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and then all of that is divided by 2a. Now, it's important that you correctly write down the values of your a, b and c. A is always the coefficient of x squared, and the word coefficient basically means the number in front of it. So a is the number in front of x squared. B is the coefficient of x, the number in front of x, and c is your constant term. So let's have a look at our example. The first thing we should write down are the values of a, b and c. Now remember, a is the value in front of our x squared. So we have 2x squared here, so we can see our value of a is 2. Having a look at the value of b, the number in front of x, we see we have minus 3x. Now the minus is part of the x term, so it should be with the 3, so our b is minus 3. And our constant term, which is our c, is minus 4. So we can see that c is equal to minus 4. Once we've written down these three values, the values of a, b and c, all we need to do is substitute them into our quadratic formula. So let's do that. So we'll see x is equal to minus b, so we've got minus 3 there, so I'll put minus, and whenever dealing with a minus number, when I substitute it in, I always like to put them in a bracket. I'm going to write minus and then bracket minus 3. Plus or minus, and then we're going to have the square root of b squared. So again, as it's minus, I'm going to put minus 3 in brackets and then square it. And I've got minus 4 times a, which is 2. And then we've got times by c minus 4. And again, as it's a minus, I'm going to put that in a bracket. And then that is all divided by 2a, so 2 times 2. Now all we need to do is work out the values of each term in the expression and then simplify it. So what have we got first of all? We've got minus 3, so minus minus gives us a plus, so we're going to get a plus 3 there. Then a plus or minus square root. Now we have minus 3 squared. Let's just think what that means. It means minus 3 multiplied by minus 3. Minus times minus gives us a plus. So that's going to give us a plus 9. And then we have 4 times 2 is 8. And then we have 8 times minus 4, which gives us minus 32. So we're going to have a minus 32 all over 2 times 2, which is 4. And then we've got one more step to tidy up. So So we've still got this 3 plus or minus, but let's have a look at the square root. We have our 9, but then we have minus 32. Now remember, a minus and a minus gives us a plus. So we're actually going to have a plus 32 under there. All over 4. And then the final step is to simplify this part of the expression here. So 9 plus 32 is 41. So I've got 3 plus or minus root 41 over 4. So in fact I have two solutions. I have the first solution is 3 plus root 41 over 4, and the second solution is 3 minus root 41 over 4. So two solutions, and we're going to leave them in exact form.